Hi, I'm Marc Brown, pastor at Fort Hill United Methodist Church. Welcome to Seeds of Faith, a series of Bible reflections offered through Fort Hill. We are about to begin a new year and a new decade. As we do so, I would invite you to think about the choices you will be making in this new year and in this new decade. The Bible is filled with the story of choices. In Genesis, there is the story of Adam and Eve and how they choose to trust a talking snake rather than God, and as a result are cast out of the garden to wander in the result of their choices. Choices result not only in being cast out of the garden, they also result in being invited to the presence of God. In the Gospels, Jesus chooses to go to the cross so that we might know that we can trust the voice of God in our lives and that we can know the acceptance of God's grace in our lives. One of the defining moments of choices in the Bible is told in the story of the Exodus of the slaves of Egypt. They had been dwelling in slavery for such a long time that they had forgotten what it meant to live in freedom. As they are called by Moses to go to a promised land, there is the story of choices made and of how they eventually wind up wandering in the wilderness. After a time of wandering, the day has approached for them to take up residence and to choose how they shall serve God in the promised land. I invite you to hear from Joshua, the 24th chapter, these words as Joshua invites the people to choose. Now, therefore, revere the Lord and serve him in sincerity and in faithfulness. Put away the gods that your ancestors served beyond the river and in Egypt, and serve the Lord. Now, if you are unwilling to serve the Lord, choose this day whom you will serve, whether the gods your ancestors served in the region beyond the river, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land you are dwelling. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. What choices will you make? What choices are you making? The good news is that the God who chooses to love us through Jesus also chooses to walk with us into a new year, into a new decade. We invite you to join us at Fort Hill United Methodist Church as we consider what it means to serve the Lord. God's blessings in this new year.